a coalition advocating for a just and equitable peace in the Middle East, has issued a stark warning to King Charles regarding his recent interactions with certain Muslim leaders, cautioning him against engaging with individuals who do not truly represent the sentiments of their broader communities. The Convivencia Alliance, an interfaith initiative comprising Jewish, Muslim, and Christian organizations committed to justice in Palestine, expressed its concerns in a formal letter to the monarch, urging him to ensure that any discussions on interfaith dialogue and Middle East peace reflect the voices of the people rather than a small, selectively chosen group. This letter follows the signing of the Drumlanrig Accords on February 11, a significant gathering of Muslim and Jewish leaders held under the auspices of King Charles. The agreement, framed around principles of reconciliation, understanding, and solidarity, was intended to promote mutual cooperation among faith groups. However, the Muslim delegation that participated in the event has faced intense scrutiny, with critics arguing that they failed to represent the dominant perspective of the Muslim community in Britain. A large majority of British Muslims, as well as many other citizens, remain steadfastly opposed to engaging in dialogue with staunch supporters of Israel, particularly at a time when the country is under international scrutiny for alleged war crimes and acts of genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. The Convivencia Alliance, which upholds a vision of a democratic and inclusive resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, highlighted the risks of the king inadvertently lending credibility to individuals who do not reflect the will of their communities. The authors of the letter emphasized that a vocal minority should not be mistaken for a genuine representation of public sentiment. Among those singled out for criticism was Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mirvis, the most senior figure in British Jewry, who has consistently supported Israel's actions while refraining from acknowledging the suffering of Palestinians. The letter underscored that any interfaith initiative aiming to foster real understanding must acknowledge the ongoing violence, displacement, and destruction that has devastated Palestinian communities in Gaza, the West Bank, and Lebanon over the past 16 months. The signatories of the letter made it clear that they support initiatives aimed at promoting interfaith unity and cooperation. However, they argued that such efforts become meaningless if they overlook or deliberately ignore overwhelming evidence of war crimes, ethnic cleansing, and human rights violations. They called upon the king to ensure that future engagements on the subject include voices that genuinely reflect the concerns of the British public, particularly those who advocate for justice grounded in human rights and international law. The Convivencia Alliance's stance is rooted in the shared ethical and moral